Hey, Shalom YouTube. This is Brother Scott. Hallelujah. Got a question for Pastor Dow. Pastor Dow, what do you think of the Hebrew Israelites today?
What'd you say, Brother Scott?
So what do you think about the Hebrew Israelites today?
Okay, the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, I'll tell you what I think about the Hebrew Israelites. You know, I need a question like that. I actually need to, I got my own thoughts in my head the way I want to go, but I don't want to be offensive so that people cut off the video and then really truly not listen to what I'm saying. By the way, shalom everybody out there. I don't think too much about them at all, and I'll give you my reasons. These people say that they follow the Bible, kind of like the Messianics. You know, these Hebrew Israelites today, in function, they actually deny what the scriptures are saying. And let me explain to you. Over and over and over again, we're reminded in the scriptures, the Torah, the Tanakh, to not associate, to not fellowship, to not make any league nor agreements with anyone of another nation, anyone of another country. We're told that. Keep this straight right here, y'all. Okay, keep it straight. All right. We're told to not make leagues with any other nations, any other countries, and yet and still we are doing that. And then, of course, in the renewed covenant, we're told to come out of her, my people, and be ye separate, saith the Most High. Now, you look at the majority of these Hebrew Israelites, especially the ones who claim that they know the scriptures, and they're out on the streets, and they're preaching and teaching, allegedly, to people and stuff. You know, they're really, truly not following the word. And listen to what I'm saying. Knowing that we are a tribal people, all right, what kind of tribes or what kind of example are they setting as tribes? Like, well, I mean, what is the game plan? We come together, and coming together as all of us get together and rent an apartment in the city, and we call that coming together. We come together, have meetings and stuff like this. No, coming together for a real true Israelite, it's about having a tribal mentality. It's about being separated from the people of this world so we can live a quiet and peaceable lifestyle, because you know it's hard to do when you're constantly soaked by the influences of this world. These people, their message is seriously flawed, because in function, meaning their life, you don't want to follow what these people are saying. You don't want to follow what they're doing. You hear what they say, but if you really truly watch what they do out here in this world, you can tell that they don't believe a word that they say. For instance, you can look over and over and over again. Even when we were in captivity, we were together as a people. We live a separate life, even though we function in many different captivities. But you look at this today, this platform or this blueprint that they got today, some people, they'll tell the people, you know, we need to get out of Babylon. Okay, and the game plan is we move to Egypt, go rent an apartment and stuff, and you get over there, you can't even defend yourself from one of the most hottest spots in the world. I mean, that's a hot spot over there in the world, but that's the game plan, and there's no tribal mentality. There's no community mentality. There's no real true deliverance for the people. The people are not really truly being delivered from the systems of this world. They're not really truly being delivered from the heathen of this world. Every time they wake up in the morning, their next door neighbor's a heathen. They soak and immerse themselves with the people of this world. Then they go out there and preach as if they are the ones that are the cream of the crop. And when you see their lifestyle, you see their function, you see the way they carry themselves, they don't believe a damn word they're saying. None of them do. So I believe that most of them are just collaborators and pacifiers. And the reason why I believe that, you look at Martin Luther King. He had a message, he had a dream, right? He had a dream, but it never brought the people together. You look at the Nation of Islam. The Nation of Islam, you know, they got a good program that will take a man that lives a wicked life and clean him up real good, but they don't have no message of deliverance. They keep on talking about, we need to come together, we need to do this and we need to do that, and all it is the same thing, same tactics that Al Sharpton is using, same tactics as Jesse Jackson uses. None of them ever have a message to really truly bring the people together. It's the same message as T.D. Snakes, Creflo Dollar, and Kenneth Copeland, TBN. They don't have no intentions of bringing you people together. They have no intentions of y'all living a quiet and peaceful life of a tribal mentality in common unity. Just look at what they're doing. Look at the way they live, and that tells you everything you need to know. They have no intentions of getting these people delivered. I'll give you an example. You know, I have my court of haters out there, a whole bunch of them, and getting still all these people that are hating now. The only reason why people will make disparaging comments about me is because they envious of what's going on. They envious of what people are doing, and they're jealous over the work. That's the only reason why, because they're not doing it themselves. But you think about this for a second. What is the game plan? That's the question. If you're having a message of deliverance, you're gonna set people free. What is the game plan? Why are we still set up as stuck in the cities with no deliverance? On this community right here, all right, and the communities that we have across the country. You know what the game plan is? Come out and hurt my people. Well, so we do it. We don't just say it; we actually do it. And look what it does. We have saints of the Most High that live on communities, saints that have moved and bought land to build other communities or tribes. They want to hark, bawl, squawk, and scream and shout, 12 tribes, 12 tribes, 12 tribes. We the 12 tribes, 12 tribes. And where the hell is the tribe at? One apartment over here and one apartment over there. One city over here, one city over there. How in the hell are you going to sit up and say you're 12 tribes, we the 12 tribes, we the 12 tribes? And your message is to pay rent every damn month. What kind of deliverance is that for the people? Well, the truth is this. And let me slow down before I get a little bit too passionate here. I want people to understand. Here's Straightway. We have quite a few families live on these people. Everybody have their own particular dwelling place. The families does. And this is real true. This is the real true message of deliverance. Nobody pays rent or light bill, a phone bill, a food bill, a clothing bill, a car note, car insurance, house insurance, all the things out there in the world that the people normally have to saddle themselves with in order to function in his life. Because remember, the system, you either in the tribe of the system or you in Yahweh's tribe following his blueprint. And so now I have a serious problem with these people who claim to be Hebrew Israelites with words falling off the edge of their lips, but in function, when you watch their lifestyle, you peer into it very carefully, they ain't got no message of deliverance for none of you people out there. There's no message of deliverance. You're still sitting there in bondage. You're still sitting there in debt. You're still depressed, oppressed, and it's just a sad shame. You go out, you go to work, and you go to work to make a paycheck to give right back to the system all the money you just got finished making. It's a sad thing. I'll give you an example when you look around here for a second. You know, we are moving lumber right here because we're making more room. This is our pavilion that we use for feast days. We also use it in the summertime for butchering and for fellowship and stuff. Follow me around here for a second. Brother Scott. All right, we are right now moving the lumber from outside because we had it dropped off yesterday. We moved it under this pavilion because we're using it as a storage, our storage yard right now. And of course, we're stacking up, and we got more over here, and we're stacking up lumber over there. Well, what is this lumber going to build? Well, it's going to build a home. What else is going to build? It's going to build additions to make the accommodations for the people that come here and make the sacrifice for the feast days to be more at rest and at peace, because we're going to expand the shower house, expand the restroom facilities to accommodate these 150 to 250 to 300 people that are coming on these feast days. But when you look around, you see in function exactly what we're doing. And I'm trying to drive home the point that these people, they have the word in their mouth, but they fall short when the Bible says, blessed are not the hearers of the word, but the doers. They fall short in doing. They just don't have it doing. And I'm asking you people out there, why should you even pay attention to them? What is the message? Look at the Nation of Islam. I mean, you think about this for a second. Louis Farrakhan, he went and got a $5 million loan from Omar Gaddafi. And what you know what I'd have done with that $5 million? I'd have got at least 50 people free from the system. And they have been able to grow their own community, looking for self-sustain. In other words, to be a tribe. See, to be a real true tribe, if you understand what I mean. Because you ain't no tribe sitting up there and renting a place out in the city to meet together on Sabbath. And that ain't no tribe. That's not a tribal mentality. A tribe are people who live together. They have a close cohesiveness. That's what a tribe is. And so, again, their message is flawed. sincerely flawed. And it's sad. But the reason why we are buying all this lumber right now, because, and I said it once, said it 1,000 times, now's the time you want to amass building materials, because building material are cheaper in the winter than it is in the summer. You're going to pay almost double the amount if you buy all this stuff in the summertime, because everybody's moving around. And of course, you know what they say, Brother Shane, when it's cold outside, right? Oh, we can't work because it's too cold outside. And then when it's hot, oh, we can't work because it's too hot outside. And that's the problem you got. You got a bunch of people that they want to so-called deliver to people, but they don't have the actual will, the know-how, and the knowledge to do it. They don't have to do it. And one reason why I don't do it, because you got to have some of this on the edge of your hands. You got to have some calluses on the edge of your hand, real calluses. I'm not talking about just put it up to the camera and put it down. I said you got to get to work. And it's cold out here. It's about 32 degrees out here right now. It's cold. And most people are not willing to do it. So guess what? When my life is done, when your life has come to its end, Brother Scott, all the rest of these young men are 30 years, 20 and 30 years behind me. So guess what? When after we get finished doing all this work, after we get finished working our fingers to the bones, the children, the generation after us, they're not going to have to worry about a home. They're not have to worry about a light bill or a phone bill, because the places are already set. All we have to do is teach them how to maintain and keep what they got, so that the people in the world don't get it from them. All we have to do is teach them how to turn and quench the lust of the flesh, so they don't go out here and start borrowing against the property. You understand what I mean? Go and get into what they call them places where you go out and get a mortgage loan, a loan against a mortgage. What is that called, Brother Scott?
Second or third.
Second or third mortgage and stuff. Everything out here is bought and paid for. There's no debt. We buy it as we go. But see, again, the message is about deliverance. Real true deliverance. And true deliverance is not getting out on a damn street, cussing everybody else out who don't know 2 scriptures of the Bible, and condemning them for the condition they're in. When I said, I tell you what I tell you, all you Hebrew Israelites, y'all a bunch of damn liars. That's basically what you are. You're a bunch of phony-ass liars, just like the rest of these pacifiers and collaborators that are in this world. The truth is, you ain't got no message. You ain't going to do nothing. You ain't trying to do nothing, because you love your present condition in them cities. You love rubbing elbows with the Gentiles. And the message was, you stay away from them, and now you live with them. And the message in this time has come out of her, and you're still in it. It just don't make no sense. Am I making any sense, brother?
Yes, sir.
Brothers, am I making any sense?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This making sense?
Yes, sir.
So by the time these young men, how old are you, Eric? He's 15 years old. He ain't gonna have a mortgage. He ain't gonna know what it means to have a mortgage. He'll have a family, have a wife and stuff. We got a building right over here in the background right here. All right, the building right there. That building in the world will cost you a whole lot of money. It costs us a lot of money to build a thing. But that thing is there. That thing is there, ain't gonna be there. Well, after 9 years ago, this is what you have. If you really truly have the message, it'll be a message deliverance for the people. Now, you know what, Brother Scott? We better stop this video right now, because I'll keep on going, because all of them are doing the work. And they may get a spirit on them. Thinking, well, he running his mouth. We ain't doing no work. Nah, they don't do stuff like that, because they already know by our example and by our lifestyle and attitude that we're already workers. And that's the message I want to get over to the people. Because you ain't talking to these preachers out there. They're proud, they're heady, they're high-minded, they're lofty, and they lift it up. They don't have no real message of deliverance. How would you like to be able to live at a place but it takes sacrifice? You just ain't coming on into this. You take some sacrifice. That there's no rent, no mortgage, no light bill, no phone bill, no food bill. And yet still, when I wake up in the morning, I see my tribe. I see the community. Every single day. It's utterly amazing. This is the real true message of deliverance. I know what to do. I know exactly what to do, because I'm following the blueprint of the Bible like they say that they are. Anyway, I think I've said enough. I think you get to understand. Have I said enough, brother?
Yes, sir.
I've said enough. Anyway, hey, shalom, y'all have a good day. The King come. Have a good weekend.